Welcome back, Stephen Hunt from Hunt Hospitality. We're talking about the 5 essentials for capital raising. So we've already discussed a good accountant and a good lawyer, and today we're discussing banking. So there's many different forms of banking. You have your traditional banks, often referred to as your financiers. You also have building societies, credit unions, and mutuals. So there's many different people you can talk to about borrowing money for your venture. Personally, I, in the past, have used my accountant, who's a specialist in my field, to guide me into the best financiers to find. Now, all different forms of financiers have different lending criteria. So they have different loan to value ratios, and they have different payback periods, and they offer different interest rates. So you really want to find the particular financier who is a specialist in your field and will give you the best return for your investment. So you want someone who's going to give you the lowest interest rate with the least amortization. As for loan to value ratios, that's something you'll discuss with your accountant, and there's certain risks involved. But find a specialist banker in your particular field and do not give up. You may get knocked back several times. I particularly had a home loan that I went to a bank once, and they offered me a very, very little amount. And then I got a mortgage broker involved, and I was able to increase my borrowings by double. So it's really, really important that you actually do not give up on the first offer. Do not be disheartened. It's just another door that you have to knock on until you get closer. Also too, and finally, your lawyer may be able to recommend a good financier. So please lean on your accountant and your lawyer to get the best advice that you can for yourself. So there's one essential thing that I didn't touch on about the financiers and banking institutions you can use, and that is crowdsourced funding. So the rules have changed over the years. Traditionally, you would go to your local bank and you knew the bank manager and he knew your family, and you would go for a loan with them. And then it came in private equity firms, became a substitute for banking. But today, the game has changed. So you have crowdsourced funding, and that's generally done on a platform. So please be very careful with who you choose to discuss what you're doing with in crowdsourced funding. But there are many, many platforms online, and there are easier ways to fund your next venture. Also, with crowdsourced funding, there are certain limitations and laws, so you must abide by them. So if you are going to go down that road, please discuss their offers with your lawyer first. There's some great ways to raise funds and quick ways to raise funds. They're not shortcuts. There's no such thing as a shortcut. Shortcuts lead you into trouble. But crowdsourced funding is something that you definitely should consider. All the best, guys. I hope today's been of some help. Please contact me on the details given below. Cheers.